going to talk about how and when it is in your best interest to use the CFPB and when it's not. And we're going to talk about what the CFPB can do for you to kind of help further your disputes along. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is if you are disputing charged off accounts or missed payments, or like if you're disputing simple stuff like any discrepancies in the way your accounts are actually reporting, the CFPB may be the best way for you to go about getting your dispute handled, because you can dispute with Capital One, American Express, Midland Funding, any company that is reported on your credit report through the CFPB. Now, here are some different things that I dispute using the CFPB if the creditors have not properly responded to my first dispute letter. So, first dispute letter to the creditor, if that's who I'm disputing with. They don't respond right, I'm going straight to the CFPB to file a complaint and upload my previous dispute letter that I sent to the actual creditor that they did not respond to in a way that helped me solve my problems. So, like if they're reporting that an account is open when it's really closed, or if an account is closed but it's really open, things like this are easy fixes for CFPB, because what they do is once you have submitted your disputes, CFPB is going to send your complaint along with your supporting documentation over to the actual creditor. Giving the creditor, usually it takes about 15 days, sometimes even quicker, for a response, but it happens. And so if it's just something simple as misreporting things on your credit report, this can get fixed right away. Like this could be sometimes a 48 to 72 hour fix for you, and you don't even have to worry about going back and forth with the credit bureaus to try to rectify the situation. So those are some ways that the CFPBs can help you with simple creditor disputes. Now, if you're dealing with something a little bit more complex like bankruptcy or collections, or if an account has been charged off, you're not necessarily going to want to reach out to the original creditor for that, because all they're going to do is verify that the account has been charged off, right? So you're probably going to want to dispute with the actual credit bureaus so that they can get things removed off your credit report and reporting the way that best suits you, okay? So in that case, I would bypass disputing with the creditors, send my first round of disputes to the credit bureaus. If they do not respond in a way that I need them to respond to help me, then I will go to the CFPB and do the same routine with the CFPB. Now, if you're using the Metro 2 dispute letters to dispute with, this CFPB is a good way to go about doing your disputes using the Metro 2. Now, if you're doing disputes using the Metro 2 compliance, and they're not responding correctly or not responding at all, CFPB is a great way to get your disputes investigated, okay? So that's another thing that is really good for. When you file your complaint, they're going to ask you to describe what happened, okay? And then after you describe what happened, they're going to ask you to explain to them what you would like for CFPB to help you get done. So you explain that, and then after that, they're going to ask you to upload any type of supporting evidence or documentation that would support your claims. Make sure that you have supporting documentation. That is extremely important. And so the last thing that I want to talk about with CFPB is that if you are disputing bankruptcy, because I get a lot of these comments from people that have used one of my methods to dispute with LexisNexis to get the bankruptcy removed first, right? So you've gotten your letter back from LexisNexis stating that they have deleted your bankruptcy off of their records, and you know that the credit bureaus are getting their information of your bankruptcy from LexisNexis. So you send your letter from LexisNexis and you send a copy of your dispute letter off to the credit bureaus thinking, hey, they're just going to delete automatically because they see this letter, and then they're going to check with LexisNexis and they're not going to have the bankruptcy. But they don't. You get a verified as accurate letter back. So what do you do next? You're going to go ahead and dispute using the CFPB, file a complaint against not LexisNexis, but the credit bureaus who are just sending you back verified letters after LexisNexis had already deleted that bankruptcy. So You do everything that I just said. Upload your supporting documentations, including the letter that you have received from LexisNexis stating that they have deleted that bankruptcy. You're going to upload that into your complaint and send that out along with every letter that you sent to the credit bureaus for that dispute, along with each letter that you have sent to the credit bureaus. And this should get you good results because it's clear. And one other thing that you can do with that is get your annual credit report and go all the way like to the ends of the credit report that no one ever looks at under your public record, and look and see, like with Equifax, Experian, they'll all tell you in fine print that they get the public record information from LexisNexis. Circle that, okay? Circle that and upload that into your complaint as well as another form of supporting documentation, because there you will have the credit bureaus red-handed on their credit report from annualcreditreport.com or directly from them. Do not use third-party credit reports when you're sending in as proof, because they will not honor that because it did not come directly from them. So make sure it is directly from the credit bureaus when you do this. So once you've circled in the information where they're stating that they get their information from LexisNexis, then you have a letter from LexisNexis stating that they have deleted the bankruptcy that is not even on their credit report. They have no choice but to delete that bankruptcy off of your credit report, because how much more supporting documentation do you need? Next step is a lawsuit, right? So I hope this video helped you in your quest of disputes, and I hope this has encouraged you to use the CFPB a little bit more to help you leverage your claims to get things deleted off of your credit report. So until the next video, we will definitely talk soon.